Another early start, another day on the road, another second breakfast. Left Jajce at 7 o'clock this morning. Had a pretty good drive, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a lot worse because there was some pretty bad weather last week. So the sun's out and we are in Sarajevo for a day of sorting out snowboards and a rehearsal for tomorrow night's concert. So yeah. So yeah, let's hope there's coffee waiting for us here, and we'll crack on with today and see what gives.
No, you're filming. You're making coffee. Yo, I should have called Alma. She said she got angry with you one day.
She did. Yeah. Justifiably angry, but it was kind of nice to have that conversation on camera as well. I think that adds, sometimes you need a little bit of tension. Pretty much done with the first part of the day, which was looking at a bunch of snowboards, some equipment that we've been given as an organisation, just working out who gets to keep what in which location, and then some stuff that we've been offered if we want to buy. Is it worth it? And just having a look at that stuff. So yeah, winter is upon us. Been a productive morning. We're off to have a meeting now to talk about winter camp, what's possible, what we're going to try and do this year. So that's what's next.
Jajce, is there any chance that we can open?
We've got a situation here.
If somebody
Budo wasn't thinking, so he closed the van, the combi, and left the keys in, and the van
can see
locked
the keys
itself.
from the video.
So we can stare at it, we can look at it, but we can't move it because we haven't got the telepathic capabilities.
Lunch is over. A long and almost productive meeting about winter camp, which hopefully will happen. Still some unanswered questions, basically. That's the issue. There are many things to be factored in. So, but I think we made some good progress. And yeah, rushing back now, slightly late to our rehearsal. So that's what we're going for now. Chance to set up my multitude of instruments that I bought and see what happens. Yeah, basically I think we're going to play 6-7 songs tomorrow, and pretty much every other song I'm playing a different instrument, which seems a little bit indulgent, but it's just for various reasons how it's happened, how it's come down. So yeah, it means I have a ludicrous amount of gear with me, but what can you do? As we said a couple of weeks ago, it's all about the song. Got to do what works for the song, and so let's hope this works for the song. rehearsal is over and I am off to buy some barbecue sauce. It's one of life's essentials that you can't buy in Jajce. One of the things I need to make sure I do is finish the whole keys locked in the combi story. First, the supermarket, which looks like it's being renovated. So it is possible I went a little bit sauce happy then, but you know, can't have too much of a good thing, and I do tend to burn through mango sweet chilli sauce and barbecue sauce, so I'm stocked up again, which is all good. So a bit of an update on the key story. As you saw a little earlier in the video, keys got locked inside the combi. Not my fault, I have to say that. Probably unfair to point the finger. Nobody who was hanging out with us today really has the life of crime background that you need in that situation when someone locks their keys in a car. Although a couple of us knew that apparently there is a trick you can do with a tennis ball. We couldn't make the trick work. I kind of wanted to bring you a little bit of the tennis ball trying footage, but our rehearsal had pretty much started, where it had started when that was going on, so sorry about that. Fortunately I had dug out a spare key which we hope is going to work, which is currently halfway between Jajce and Sarajevo on a bus. So it was one of the scenarios where we phoned Rowan. She was too busy because she was working, she couldn't leave to go back to find the key, so we had to phone around to find someone who was free. Found someone eventually who had to go to Rowan, get her key, go to their house, then be on the phone to me where I explain exactly where this key is, which wasn't where I thought it was anyway, but fortunately it was in the third place that I thought it might be, and then he put it on the bus. And for those of you who don't know, bus is how you transport things in this country a lot of the time, more than by post. If you've got something important to send somewhere, you stick it on the bus with the promise that the person at the other end will pick it up and probably give the bus driver a little something for his troubles, for carrying it. So we have a spare key on the way, which should arrive actually in an hour's time at the bus station here in Sarajevo, which is about 5 minutes down the road. I mean, it's all a good story if the key actually arrives and then if it actually opens the combi, but hopefully it's all good. Now, in this hour I'm going to actually start editing the video, yeah, and then take a break when the key shows up or not, or whatever happens next.
Evo, dva.
Dobro, hvala. What do you want to keep that one?
Huh?
Zašto ne?
Ja sam lud.
So there we have it. The key is back, having spent all afternoon sitting on the back seat of the combi. So tomorrow is going to be about playing some country and bluegrass and blues music, and then driving home late at night and hoping it doesn't snow on the way. But that is it for this week's video. Thanks very much for watching. Do rate, comment and subscribe if you like what you've seen, and remember that together we do adventure. We'll see you next time.